welcome back to April, and I have a market update for you, but it's really hard to give an update right now when literally everything changes every day. I feel like I'm in a abusive relationship with the news and I can't quite keep up, which I'm sure you might also probably be feeling. But I do have some interesting information. I think you guys are really going to like what I have today. At the top, I have some what mortgage rates are currently at. We have a lender right now that's doing 6.25% on conventional and 5.65 on FHA. That has changed daily, frequently. We have gone all the way from the low sixes back up to the high sevens, and now they're kind of making adjustments again. So if you find a rate right now with this market volatility that you like for like a refinance or a purchase, and it's at a, like low sixes, I would lock it 1000%. The R word, the recession word, has been popping up a lot. And what do you have to say about it? Yeah. Yeah. So recession are we headed there? I don't know. There's a lot of economists who are thinking, yes, we are going to head towards a recession. I think if we do, there's a couple things to keep in mind about real estate specifically. In the last 6 recessions that we have had since 1980, there's been 6 recessions. In all 6 of those recessions, interest rates went down. In 4 out of 6 of those recessions, home prices went up. Now, the only 2 times that home prices didn't go up was 2008, because the recession was caused by the real estate market, and then 1991 with the loan and savings crisis, which was also another real estate related recession. So the 2 markets where prices went down was because the recession was caused by real estate. We don't have those types of indicators right now. Underwater homes are at an all-time low. There is $40 trillion worth of equity in homes in America. 76% of Americans own more than 50% of their home outright. 36% own it completely. So there's just a ton of equity in homes. There's not a lot of foreclosures happening, and there's just not a big surplus of inventory. Those are the 2 things that would bring down prices, right? Having a ton of inventory or having more foreclosed homes, neither of which we have. So if history repeats itself and we do go into a recession, there is information that suggests that if interest rates come down, home prices could go up. Now, the one factor that we have right now that is not similar to other recessions is inflation. And those numbers are relatively steady, but if those start to go up, we've never had a recession where inflation is also going up at the same time. So there are some differences that we definitely want to pay attention to, some nuances in the market right now. When we take a look at Boise and to see what's happening here, spring market is in full effect. We had 400 homes hit the market in the last 6 weeks, so a ton of inventory has populated the market. Buyers are staying pretty steady. We've seen pending contracts come up a little bit, but not nearly as quickly as inventory. So, everybody knows this is a great time to shop in spring. So I would dive into the market right now. If you find a good interest rate, make sure you lock it. And then lastly, tariffs. It's such a confusing sort of idea. I think it's been like 100 years since we've had a tariff trade war, so we don't have a lot of examples of what exactly this is going to look like. I did see this graph, which I thought was really interesting. It was presented by Realtor.com, and it shows the states that will be most affected by tariffs on new construction costs. And Idaho leads the nation as the state that would be most affected by tariffs when it comes to new construction. Why? Because 40% of the market in Idaho right now is new construction. And so that is why we will be hit the hardest. And so you talk to a lot of builders right now, and it's already hard to make things affordable. They have to make their margins, and then the buyers have to come in with these elevated prices and then afford the current interest rates. What we really need is for prices to come down for builders so that they can help make affordability easier, especially for those first-time home buyers. The new construction market was actually really robust last year. It was stronger than the existing home market because builders were able to offer quite a bit of incentives. They could buy down your interest rate to like 4.99%. That may not exist if prices go up for them to build. They may not be able to bring that interest rate down for you because there's just not enough room in the margins. So if you are considering new construction, take a look now. before things start getting more hairy. Overall, what I will say is this. With everything going on right now, you really got to be smart and pay attention to the opportunities that are out there. With so much fluctuation happening in the markets, you really need to have somebody who's plugged in day to day. So if you need someone to give you some advice right now, make sure you reach out to me and Ollie. We'd be happy to help. All right, that was my April market update. Thank you all. I will see you next month in May.